Hi everyone, this is Yana and welcome to another Hero Arts video tutorial. This video marks the start of a new video series called Color Layering with Yana. In each one of those videos, to be published once a month, I will explore different ink pad and embossing powder color options for Hero Arts color layering sets. In this video, I am taking a closer look at the color layering fox set, and I have 4 unique color combos to share and to try. So let's jump right in. This set has 2 fox images. Each image has 2 layers to it, plus there's a layer to stamp the face and feet. I'm going to start with the Hero Arts suggested color combo for this set, which is Tangerine, Caramel, and Black. I'm going to stamp my images using a stamp positioner tool such as Misty, but you can also align these using a clear block, so don't feel like you have to use this tool. Some color layering sets are easier to align from the bottom layer up, and some are vice versa. They are easier to align by stamping the detail layer first and the solid layer later. This is what I'm going to do to align my first image. I'm going to stamp the detail layer using a darker caramel ink, and will later align the solid layer over it. Sometimes stamping the detail layer in the darker color first makes it much easier to align the detail layer. So this is why I'm doing this like so in my video. I will be stamping several identical images. I'll only be changing up the colors. So I'm positioning my images in my mini Misty, and I'm keeping the images in place so that I don't have to align the layers every time I stamp my foxes. I will be stamping all of my foxes onto 4 1/4 and 5.5 inch panels, so I can be sure that the layers will align perfectly every time. I've already stamped the detail and the solid layers using suggested ink colors, and now I'm going to add the face and the feet using black. And I will use black ink to stamp those details onto all 4 of my images. I'll change the other colors, but this last layer will be stamped in the same black on all images. And again, since I have the layers aligned in my stamp positioner, I know I will be stamping all 4 in the same spot. So I once again used my regular size Misty to align the face and the feet to make it easier for myself to stamp. So the first image is done, and I really like how vibrant this fox looks. For my next color combo, I'm going to stamp my fox using browns. I'm using soft brown for the bottom solid layer, and since I already have the layers aligned, I don't need to worry about alignment, so I'm stamping the solid layer first. And then I'm using Cuppa Joe ink for the detail layer. Since I am not removing the stamps from the door of my Misty, I am covering the top part of my panel where I have the other fox already stamped with a piece of paper to protect it. I'm not cleaning my stamps, so there might be some leftover ink there, and it's always best to be safe than sorry. I stamped the 2 layers and also added black face and feet detail, and I love this color combo too. You know, it's softer yet still realistic looking. For my third color combo, I'm going to use Ombre ink pads. I love to use Ombre inks for my color layering images as they add even more color variation to the finished stamped designs. For the solid bottom layer, I'm using Ombre Autumn ink pad, and I inked up my image so that I have the darkest color at the bottom and the lightest color at the top. So this way, the top part of my image will look lighter and the bottom will be darker, as if the light is coming in from the top. And by the way, I am double and even triple stamping some of these images to get the most vibrant ink color possible. To stamp the detail layer, I'm also using an ombre ink pad. This one is Sand to Chocolate Brown Ombre, and once again I'm going to have darker color at the bottom and lighter color at the top. Here is a quick look at the 3 images that I've stamped so far. You can see how different the stamped one with the ombre inks looks when compared to the ones stamped using regular ink pads. They all look great, but the ombre one is definitely very different and has much more detail to it. Okay, we have one more color combo to try for this fox, and this time I'm going to stamp a silver or gray fox. I'm using wet cement ink color for the bottom layer. It's a nice warm gray color, and you can also stamp these using pigment inks. I'm using just dye inks for my stamping today, but you can use pigment ink and you can combine both dye and pigment inks for your stamping. To stamp the detail layer, I'm using another ombre ink pad, soft granite to black ombre. So I tried using 4 different color combos to stamp the fox. I used orange, browns, grays, and a mix of orange and brown colors, and I think all of these turned out really great. There are many more color combinations to try and explore for this stamp set, but I'm going to stop at these 4. Since I loved all of these foxes, I used all 4 of them to create cards. The color layering fox stamp set has a number of sentiments for different occasions, and it also has a few trendy accessories that can be used to dress up the fox. I used coordinating dies and cut my foxes out. I also stamped a few glasses and a few bow ties, and also a little baby fox. I used the same ink colors that I used previously. I also incorporated a few other products from Hero Arts to complete my cards. Now, I didn't film how I made each of the 4 cards, as this video would have been too long, but I will quickly walk you through the process. I brass heat embossed the forest and deer bold prints background onto brown cardstock, foam mounted the embossed panel onto an A2 card, and foam mounted my fox on top. I added Hey Foxy sentiment, a brown bow tie, and embellished this card using a few sequins from the Ombre Sunshine mix. This fox was stamped using Tangerine, Caramel, and Black. Next card, Happy Fall, is very simple. I foam mounted my fox onto an A2 card base covered with wood grain white cardstock. I added a few pumpkin stamped leaves and embellished this card with sequins. This fox was stamped using Ombre Autumn and Ombre Sand to Chocolate Brown inks, as well as black. To create this Hello from a Furry Friend card, I dry embossed a yellow cardstock panel with an Abstract Waves stencil and blended caramel ink on top. Next, I stamped Hello from the Hello Stamp and Cut set in black ink. I foam mounted my fox, dressed him up in trendy glasses, and embellished this card using same Sunshine Ombre sequence. This fox was stamped using wet cement and soft granite to black ombre ink pads, as well as black. To create the last card, Baby It's Cold Outside, I freehand cut a mask. I blended soft sky ink to create a snowy hill and foam mounted an adult and a baby fox. I also embellished this card using Ombre Ocean sequence. Both foxes were stamped using soft brown and Capajo inks, as well as black. So this finishes my video. I hope you enjoyed watching the first episode from the Color Layering with Yana video series, and will stop by next month to catch the second one. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below or on Hero Arts blog. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!